Hello, welcome. It's Amanda from Crafting with Amanda. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to May I Scraplift You, the Beth Moloney edition. This is May 9th, and I have been working on photos from our home in California because a while ago I rolled dice to see what pictures I would work on next, and this huge group of photos from our house in California came up. And originally, this was probably going to be a whole album on its own of our purchase and all of the renovations. But now that we are no longer living there, I have really tried to adapt it so that it's not going to be a whole album, maybe 8 to 12 pages. So I have done some pocket pages with kind of the photos that the realtor took upon, for the sale of the house. And these are photos from the side yard. And so I was showing you in the flip-flops earlier that I need a page to kind of bridge between using the Hey Handsome collection and the Cosette collection. With my scan and cut and the strawberry mice stamp that's from one of the National Scrapbooking Day workshops that Close to My Heart is hosted actually on Saturday, I have decided that I'm going to embellish a lot of my pages of these house photos with the mice. And when I colored them in with the dark red blend, they were fine, but now that I'm moving more into some of the paprika tones, I need to give them some of that orange hue, and so I'm using the burnt orange tri-blend marker, the medium tone. And you can kind of see it on camera, but it really does give it that lean towards the orange hues, which goes better with this color of paprika and the Harbour and the pine and all of those. So then again here I'm using the ice gray, just the lightest shade, and I'm going over that blue. I thought that blue, kind of with that ice gray overlay, would be a nice balance to the sky color in the photo, so that I would have balance with that blue, and then also changing the strawberries over to having some leaning towards the orange hues would just give me some balance. So I will remind you to go ahead and thumbs up this video and any of the others that you see in the May I Scraplift You playlist. It really helps us out. It lets YouTube know that these are videos and things that other people should pay attention to, and YouTube needs to share them more. If you want information on the scan and cut and watching how I use it to cut out these mice, it is in my May 2nd video of Jama Malmy, and so you can go to that one and it shows you how I kind of prepped and did all this. So some of the preparation that I'm doing, this layout came together very quickly, but I'm distressing all the edges of the frame and the plaid papers. I put the strips on there, kind of again doing what Beth did. She had a lot of white area with sewing around it, and I've recently found my sewing machine, so I decided, yes, this is what I want. I actually did some hand sewing on the pocket pages layouts that I did, so kind of bringing a theme together with the photos and some of the colors as well as some of the techniques used. But again, this is a little too much white space for me, and besides, I've just been missing mixed media. I haven't been doing it lately. I don't know why. Just sometimes I think when life gets hectic, we kind of go back to our familiar, and mixed media for me is still new enough that not that I'm uncomfortable with it anymore, but it's not my go-to. It's not kind of my default, as they say. So again, I'm just dipping this piece of plastic, it's from like a page protector, in the Harbour ink pad, and then I spritz it with a little bit of water, and then as you can see here, you just kind of lay it down. However much water you add kind of tones down the intensity of the ink, and it gives you some of these color hues. I grabbed the Paprika shimmer brush and again just added some splatters. And here I have this little tiny sewing machine, and I just wanted to show that instead of doing the whole base kind of frame area, I'm just doing the part that I put the plaid on, kind of to honor Beth and what she did with her layout, but also to make it work for my pages and my paper and what I'm doing. After I've done all the strips of sewing, I just wanted to show you that I take my piercing tool, you can take a needle too, and you just pull the threads from the front to the back, and then I will put tape down on them, and that way you just know that it's not going to come unraveled and it will last in your albums for a long time. So here you can kind of see the mice, the distressing, the pages done. If you want to connect with me on Facebook or join my Facebook channel, all that information will be in the description below the video, as well as the May I Scrap Lift You playlist. Blessings!